Okay, section 2, how transactions affect accounts. Alright, this first example on page 32, receive cash from owner as an investment. You have to ask yourself 4 questions, and those questions are listed steps 1 through 4 at the bottom of the page. Which accounts are affected? Cash, capital. How is each account classified? Asset, owner's equity. How is each classification changed? In this case, cash increases, owner's equity increases. How is each amount entered into the account? Which means debit increases cash, credit increases owner's equity. Okay, and it goes through that for the rest of the chapter. If you notice at the bottom of each page, the same 4 questions. What accounts are affected? How are the accounts classified? How is each classification changed? Increase or decrease? And then how do you enter that into a T account? So let's do the work together. Receive cash from owner as an investment. So which 2 accounts are affected? Cash and the owner's equity. In this case is Kathy Bergman Capital. There is a certain order that I list these T accounts in. The debit goes first. So if cash increases, that's on the debit side. So $5,000. Capital is increased as a credit. Okay, debits and then credits. And we'll get into this in chapter 3 when we start journalizing transactions. Paid cash for supplies. What 2 accounts are affected? Cash and supplies. How are the accounts classified? Both of those are assets. How do the transactions affect the accounts? Cash decreases and supplies increase. The debit goes first, so you're going to have supplies and you're going to have cash. Supplies increased by $50, cash decreased by $50. Okay, show it as a debit, as a credit. Okay, on April the 5th, paid cash for insurance. What 2 accounts are affected? Cash, prepaid insurance. How are they classified? Both of them are assets. Prepaid insurance increased, cash decreased. So you're going to enter in prepaid insurance as a debit to show an increase. So that's going to be $75. Cash decreased with a credit of $75. Okay, April the 6th, bought supplies on account from Bell Supply. What 2 accounts are affected? Supplies. Since you bought it on account, that's now a liability. You did not pay cash, you're going to pay for it later. So that's a liability. Anything that you owe, it's a liability. Okay, supplies went up, accounts payable went up. Supplies you're going to show as an increase as a debit. Liabilities you're going to show as an increase with capital credit. So supplies went up $100. Your accounts payable, your liability went up $100. Okay, on the 9th, paid cash on account to Bell Supply. So 3 days later, you paid for those supplies. Paid cash, you should know cash is going to go down. Okay, your accounts payable went down because you no longer owe as much money. Right here, you bought $100 worth of supplies, you owe $100. Now you're going to pay Bell Supply, and you're going to pay them $50, so you've reduced your accounts payable $50. Cash is going to be decreased by $50. And we show that as a credit.